Alright, hey guys, what's up? We're here with another special video review. This is for Maketoys Divine Shooter, their full God Bomber for their Cross Dimension line. You remember, we got Thunder Manus, their version of Power Master Optimus, with the Divine Armor, which was just the armor that formed a trailer and then broke into pieces. This one is the full God Bomber robot. And you can see he's a little bit more God Bomber-y. He's not quite as squat and wide. And you'll see a lot of reuse of the parts. Like anything that was in both armors, I think they use the exact same mold. But you will see some new pieces inside here. Like this chest piece is the same, but the hinge that attaches it to the body is different and all that such. The wings are the same, etc. Here's a quick comparison with the original Divine Shooter. The cannon looks bigger on Divine Shooter versus the Divine Armor, but they are, again, it's the exact same mold. It's got the sword in it. It just, I don't know if it's because it sits further forward on the vehicle mode, but you can see it's a little taller, not quite as wide across in vehicle mode. And one of the other differences here too is he actually uses the waist armor here to attach to Thunder Manus, which will show off in a minute. And on the original armor, the waist piece actually hides inside here, and it had a dedicated piece that has a swivel. Because this just kind of plugs in underneath here and is a solid piece, there's no hinge there, so you can't angle the trailer like you could with the straight up armor only version. And again, these little tabs right here go into the tabs on Thunder Manus's feet. And it may actually help, because since this just tabs into a hinged piece under here, probably helps to attach this separately to Thunder Manus. Get his feet together there, and then tab it into the hinge piece on Divine Shooter here. Because it literally is just friction tabbed in there. Alright, just be a pain in the butt. That's fine. Which means like a serious jolt could pull that loose. But if you're worried about it being two, and there's the whole set. And I like that he sits up a little higher, brings the cannon up, so you don't have, with the original Divine Shooter, the way it sat behind him, it either sat right on top of the truck or you had to angle it up. And here, even if you have this at a horizontal position, it still looks good with the truck itself. Yeah, not a whole lot to it. It's just an additional trailer here for Thunder Manus. But, as mentioned before, it transforms. Let's go ahead and pop this off. Set him off to the side here. And there he is. I'll go ahead and put this back on here. Although we are going to have to pop that right back off to turn him into a robot, but just to show him off. Now, one of the things, other things, he does come with 2 extra sets of the rifle that came with Thunder Manus. It even included, again, the same mold, so it even includes the smaller rifles as well. You get 2 of them with Divine Shooter, and a lot of the promo picks had these attached to the side of the vehicle mode, and it's not actually possible on this, which I believe is a final sample, because before there were some little tabs, just like there were on Thunder Manus, some little tabs to attach the guns to the side of the vehicle mode. And here, in some of the prototype shots that had it attached, there was very clearly one of those little tabs sticking out of the side here. And instead, this is now a flat piece with a little triangle detail in it. So it looks like, you can still attach them back here like you could, how were those attached? You can attach them to the wings if you want, facing up. They still tab on back there if you want to store them in vehicle mode, or you can just set them off to the side, because chances, if you're getting this, you're going to have for your Thunder Manus, you're already going to have a set of these unless they left them out. I know somebody was saying they didn't get the guns with theirs, so this will let them have them. But you do get a set of guns extra with him. Also, one of the things I wanted to talk about with this is a special video review. This is an early sample of Divine Shooter, and you have a chance to win this very sample. Now, you'll probably need to use this video because it did not come with instructions. You'll get all the stuff that came with it. It was a loose sample, and with the help of TF Source, or in conjunction with TF Source, we're giving this one away because of Customer Appreciation Week again this year. If you remember last year, we gave away a Terminus Giganticus, and a full set of the Havoc Combiner. This year we're giving away this sample of Divine Shooter, so you can get lucky and get your hands on it early. And all you have to do is comment in the video below here. According to the email I got, the giveaway is going to end at 7 a.m. let's say Pacific time, so 10 a.m. Eastern on August 15th. So you've only got a couple of days, but basically subscribe to my channel, or comment on the video using the hashtag TFSourceCAW for Customer Appreciation Week. I'll put that in the video description. But make a comment on the video using that hashtag, and we will pick somebody at random to win this sample of Divine Shooter. And to go ahead and turn him into a robot, we just go ahead and, like I said, we pop this off. You can technically leave it attached, but it's going to come off, so it's easy to just go ahead and pop that off anyway. And then you start just... now, he's mostly intact for his robot mode. His arms and his legs are separated here because his leg connectors are up here and all that stuff. So the arms, you flip them out like this and then slide them out of the slot here on the heel of the... It's not actually his heel, but the back part of the foot. And there are his two arms, and we'll set those off to the side for right now. These panels come out here on the side, and then the legs themselves are pegged in. There's a couple pegs here that peg into the back of this, what is his waist piece. You can see there's his hips right here. This actually goes up into the torso for robot mode. So take the legs off, set them aside, and we'll work on turning the torso into a robot. So this stays folded up on his back. These panels come out and around, untab the wings. And these panels kind of come up and sit on either side of what will be his head. I rotate this around to face what will be the forward of the robot, the front of the robot, whatever. Again, untab this, fold this up and around. Like this, kind of collapse this up so that the slots that were tabbed into the wings kind of face either side of his head like this. Fold the wings back. I feel like I did this wrong. Oh, yeah. No. We'll get that figured out. And then this whole piece comes down. Fold his, and bring this up. We need to, oh yeah, bring this all around. This whole thing comes down and around like this to form his chest, and then you can fold this down and then fold this onto his back here. Yeah, like that. Flip this up, that clipped off, clip that back on. Flip his head up. Well, okay, fine. All right, we got it back. So flip his head up and then fold this up like this. He kind of accordions into robot mode. You can see these tabs here slot up into the torso. Here's his waist piece. I'm going to turn that around and kind of accordion it up into his body. And again, peg it in right here. Then bring his thighs down. And then this piece folds up onto his back. That's where this is going to peg in when we get to full robot mode here. And this kind of comes out and folds up into his body like this. So there's his torso, and now we just got to do his limbs. So pop the legs apart, flip the foot down, and then rotate his thigh around like this. Slide it into there like that. Do the same on this foot. Yeah, okay. Make sure I got him, because there is some ankle tilt here. I want to make sure I had him on the right side of the body. Like that. Get his feet flat here. You can see there's the shoulder pieces for the combined mode. Let's go ahead and lift this up a little bit so we can see the whole robot. And then his arms, make sure you have the right hand. So there's his right hand. Fold this little connector down. Rotate this so the elbow is facing forward. Rotate his hand around like that. And then you just slide it into the torso here from behind. Like that. And then same on this side. There we go. And there is Divine Shooter in robot mode. And this stuff you can kind of position however we'd like to have it. Like I said, this just kind of folds up into the back, and this piece just plugs in, tabs in here. And again, if that's loose, you can put some floor polish on it and tighten it up a little bit. But there he is. He's actually fairly, supports himself with the giant cannon up on his shoulder. He does come with the two rifles that use the same kind of groove, tab and groove holding system. That you can slide into the hands just like he would hold them in his combined mode. We'll go ahead and give those to him. Give him both of them before we do the comparison. Come on, finger. He's got the posable fingers. Like I said, the forearm pieces, aside from a little tab for the folding up, I think are the same pieces as well. But there he is. He's got a ball-jointed head. He's got the ball joint inside the shoulder there. Dual hinge elbows, a bicep swivel. He does have the waist swivel, although, again, you're going to pop this off. This is probably my biggest complaint about this thing, is that I wish maybe there were some little tabs on this that actually snapped it into place in here versus just being held by friction. Granted, this is an early sample that could get fixed on the final. Ratcheting hips, thigh swivel, hinge knees, and then the foot tilt there. As a quick size comparison, here he is with the unarmored Thunder Manus. A little shorter, but they look good together in robot mode. And then going on to form the armor, go ahead and do this. So we'll go ahead and we'll take the guns out, although I guess you could just leave those in now that I think about it. We'll just go ahead and leave these guns in. We'll swap them out for these. So let's move him off to the side here for a minute. So we want to take him back apart. The legs come off. The waist piece comes off. We actually do need to do that again, so great. The arms come off. Slide them out to the back. Just like that. Pop his head off. That actually came off of him in the package, but anyway. So we'll set him off like that. The arms, go ahead and open these up and unsnap them. Out like that. They clip on. These clip onto primal the same, or prime the same way they did before. So open that up and snap the arm out. Then these are going to fold up. These are going to become heel pieces here in a minute. Go ahead and rotate this up and pop the shoulder armor off. If you rotate it a little bit, it's easier to get, you can kind of get under it and get a good grip on it. And then fold these back up like this. Flip out the little toe piece. This is going to be his toe. Fold this piece up like that. And right in here is where, right where we was in vehicle mode, is where we're going to attach the arm to form a heel here in a moment. So we're going to flip that around, flip out the toe piece, fold that down. And we'll put all those off to the side. And then I think we're just about there to combine them. So go over here, like I said, we're going to use the guns that came with Divine Shooter. So we'll go ahead and take these out of his hands. Pop off his shoulder cannons, and we're ready to go with him aside from folding in his arms. So we'll flip that out, rotate his hand around, fold it up, lock it up. It worries me, I probably get some, now that I have some shock oil, I'll put some in that on there. So the arms, like I said, you just open them up, clip the, I should just slide up here. I don't know why this is. Give me a second. There we go. Clip that on. Slide that back down like that. Take the other arm, open it up. Slide his arm up into it and clip it in place. Clip it on. That's all there is to that. Waist armor, pegs on right here. The feet, like I said, will take the arms and they'll attach back here, sliding in like that, and they just form like an extra little heel piece back here. So there's one foot, and where'd the other arm go? There it is. We'll slide that right in here. This one's a little loose, but form the heel pieces. Well, that really is loose. Maybe it goes in this way. Okay, it's a little tighter that way. No, it's not. I don't know why one of these is looser than the other. Again, some floor polish will fix that. But these, there's a clip here and a clip back here. And this is how you'll know you're... One, you want to have this silver dot on the outside because that's where these guns are going to plug into. But this little ring back here clips on over this piece. And then this blue tab snaps in right here in this gray clip. So you kind of put it up like this. And then make sure that blue piece clips on there. And same over here. Clip it over that. And then make sure that blue tab clips into the clip on the heel, and that holds that onto his foot. And like I said, this is loose up. If you swap sides, this is tight on one side and loose on the other, but those will form the heel pieces. And it's coming together. Let's go up top. Actually, before we go up top, go ahead and plug these guns into the sides of his feet. And then on the upper body, again, we'll take the shoulder armor and we'll plug it on up here. And now it's a matter of doing the whole torso piece. And that's pretty simple. You want to fold up, angle these out, fold up God Bomber's head back into his little cubby hole here. Again, you're going to pop that off. I don't know why that has such a clearance issue there, but whatever. Again, early sample, this could very well end up not being the case. But you want to make sure you fold it all the way down so that tabs on to that. I like how his hips kind of have like a jet thruster thing, and these kind of end up looking like thrusters on his back. Bring these down. Bring this whole thing forward. Rotate the cannon around. And this is going to tab on to his backpack and kind of come over his head here. Get his wing out of the way there. Tab that into the front. He should bring this down, and this will peg into his back. And you can position these however you wish. There's a way to, there we go, up like this. Nope. There we go. Kind of up and around like this, give him some missile launchers. Or however you want. You can put the wings however you want. Make sure this snaps in all the way here. Like I said, so he loses his, get this heel piece back in. He loses some of the stuff. Like, he doesn't have the chrome thigh pieces that were on the Divine Shooter armor that clipped in here. And a lot of people complain that that limited the posability. So if you want to have them on, you can just steal the ones from the Divine armor set. And if you don't, then you don't have anything getting in the way. It does give him like more of the toy accurate, the tall toes here. They don't quite line up with his feet when they're clipped on. And then these wheels right here come down to the side. And that helps make this kind of all look coherent, but like the toe pieces themselves are a little offset from his, there you can see what I'm talking about now. Offset from his main robot toes, but he's got the taller, skinnier feet, reminiscent of the toy. Like I said, I know there's a way to get these in a better position than I've got them in. Maybe like that. But I feel there was a way to get these missile launchers up higher, but maybe I'm incorrect on that. Oh, maybe like this. There we go, like that. And then these come down under the arm. See, I know there's a way where the wheels were kind of up against his... So rotate this around. Like I said, no instructions. I figured this all out. Most of it wasn't too bad. The armor pics had a lot of good turnaround photos online. And... as did God Bomber's robot mode or Divine Shooter's robot mode. So I was able to figure that out. But the vehicle mode, the way it goes together, there were some great pics of the outside, and I could figure that out, but like no indication of how it all went together on the inside. So it took some doing, and I've transformed them like 3 or 4 different ways at this point. But yeah, some neat stuff going on. So he's got everything that came with the Divine Shooter stuff. Now, granted, aside from the chrome thighs, also one of the things I'm sad about is because with this configuration, you leave his robot mode feet flipped up. It doesn't have the spot. Oh, can you still fit them in there? Were they plugged in up there? Now, do I want to pull this whole thing apart? I feel like the thigh thruster, or the thrusters from him that went into his legs were down here where the foot, I think like they tabbed in back here where the foot goes. But okay, hold on. I'm going to take this apart because I really liked the back of the thigh thrusters that the Divine Armor gave him, but I feel like I may have, oh no, maybe this will work. Maybe this will work. No, there's a clip or something. I liked these. I like these little rear thrusters, and they clip in where the foot is now. So, oh well. That's the one thing I dislike about this. Like I said, I think it's a nice little addition. It's nice to have a full-on version of God Bomber. Although I do wish that, like I said, I wish this waist piece clipped in a little bit more securely in both of his non-armor modes. So there you have it. You do get a couple. If you want to, you can give him his rifles as well as attach the rifles to the wings. If you really want to armor him up. Or arm him up, however. Man, one of these just does not want to go on. So you can add that. With the 2 swords, you've got the cannon that comes with Divine Shooter also has the shiny big sword in it. And what's cool is, I always wondered why this comes off to facilitate putting it in his hand. You get the final piece of this is an adapter that allows you to take the sword from Thunder Manus and the sword from Divine Shooter and turn them into a dual weapon that he can, here we go, helps if I held it the right way, into a dual sword, which is kind of cool. And again, you can take this out and you can slide that into either or both of his hands. I think he's posable enough that you can get both hands on this and have him wield a dual sword. Also, on top of that, because of this, it's got the same kind of little cap to cover the slot up here. So if you want to, you can also give him 2 giant cannons. So he can really be just super duper God Jedi, whatever. You know what I'm saying. It is hot in here right now. But yeah, there it is. There is Divine Shooter from Maketoys and their Cross Dimension line, the upgrade kit for Thunder Manus. And you can win it. Again, remember, just write down there in the video, be a subscriber to my channel, and comment on the video with hashtag TFSourceCAW. It's Customer Appreciation Week. And do that before 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific on Wednesday, August 15th, and you will have a shot to win a very early sample of Maketoys Divine Shooter. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.